So the world as we know it, the world in this current time as we know it as it is right now, could be seen as evil. Now, for the most part, you're right. Right? The world is filled with hungry people, predators that are looking for any little weakness in you or in others to take advantage of, to exploit, right? But here in this video, I'm going to tell you, if you are a good person, if you consider yourself a good soul, if you know that your heart is in the right place most of the time, and you want to do well by those around you and even by the world at large, here's how you protect that goodness. Now, there's nothing wrong with being good. I don't like the idea of being nice. Because to be nice is really to be stupid. Right? Because you're allowing someone else to get ahead of you. You're compromising yourself for the benefit of someone else. And when you think about it, it's really a form of self-sabotage, right? You're sabotaging yourself by allowing someone else to get over on you. But when you want to do good, it's nothing wrong with performing a good gesture or a good deed to someone, but just make sure they deserve it. So the first thing we're going to talk about is boundaries. Really good people, I feel like, in this world have to be stronger than the evil people. And you are stronger. It's easy to do bad. It's easy to do whatever, to get away with whatever, get away with murder, get away with manipulation, taking advantage. There's people all over the place that's like that. It takes no discipline to be evil or to be bad. Because you just do whatever. But being good takes discipline. Sometimes you got to fight against your urges. Sometimes you have to fight against an environment that knows what's right and choose to do wrong, but you know what's right and you still choose to do right. That takes a lot of discipline. And I think good people have the strongest hearts. I think good people are the strongest people. A lot of them just don't know how to protect themselves. So those boundaries are in place to help you protect yourself from other people. Boundaries aren't mean. Some people were taught that it's wrong to stand up for yourself, or it's wrong to, or setting boundaries isn't nice, right? But it's not about being nice. It's about being strong, right? It's about protecting yourself, protecting your mind, protecting your resources, protecting your self-respect, your dignity, right? It's about protecting your morals, protecting your energy, protecting your peace, protecting your finances. Because the world that we live in is ruthless. People don't really care. People will destroy you. They will take advantage of your kindness and won't even lose sleep. That's just a cold, hard truth about the world. And these are some of the things I even had to wake up to, right? People are ruthless. And most people, when they just see a hole, when they see a little crack to where they can use and take advantage of you, take advantage of someone else, they will. And they'll go on with their life as if nothing ever happened. Sometimes karma takes its place. Who knows? Sometimes it may not. But what I want to tell you is I don't want you to depend on karma. I don't want you to depend on something in the sky that's going to get that person back that did you wrong. You got to put it all on you. You have to protect yourself and let the universe do what it will with that person, right? And so learn how to say no. Learn how to say, or at least not right now. I can't. I'm prioritizing myself. Or sometimes this is my favorite response. Don't respond at all. Just because someone asks you for something, don't mean that you have to respond. Just because somebody texts your phone and asks you for something, you don't have to text back. Somebody call you sometimes you don't even have to pick up. Now, the fool looking at this will be like, man, that's not nice though. That's mean. That's rude. Why would you do that? Oh my God. You're ignoring that person? Yeah. Because when you know, number one, you don't have the ability to give something, You don't have to respond, at least not right away, because it's about self-preservation. The silence is a boundary because you're preserving yourself, your resources for what you need. And I think it's only when you're in a position of when you have an abundance of everything you need to have is when you're actually in a good enough position to actually help other people. But why would you go around helping other people if you're struggling yourself? That's not smart. It's actually being stupid, and you're really being nice. And you lose by helping someone else get ahead. The boundary is about self-preservation, right? Now, I also thought about, which is my second point, I thought about the movie Blade. If y'all remember Blade, Blade was technically the first black superhero. And if you're a really good person, you have to armor yourself. You have to strengthen yourself. You have to always be strong. And the reason why I talked about Blade is because Blade wanted to save humanity from being turned over into vampires, right? He wanted to stop the vampires from turning the whole city or the world into vampires. So he wanted to serve the people. He wanted to serve humanity, but he was also a vampire, right? He was also a night walker. But what made him so badass is that he had to be just as bad, just as vicious, just as ruthless, and just as cruel as the vampires. Not so he can do what they do, but to protect himself and to protect other people. So if you're really good, if you do have good intentions towards the world, you got to really wake up. You can't be naive. You got to understand human nature, for the most part, is cruel. And the world that we live in nowadays is ruthless. It's harder for good people because most people are just wicked as hell. I just have to be honest. Most people are ruthless, are wicked, will kick you down and get ahead, and oftentimes they do. But you have to be, a lot of times, you have to be just as bad and just as ruthless. I'm not saying be evil. I'm not saying do anything cruel. But you have to move from a more aggressive, forceful, and I don't give a mentality as it pertains to going towards your goals or things you want to accomplish. Because the very people that are working against you have that same approach, have that same mentality. And what I'm really saying is be unapologetic with your goals, with what you want out of life, and really in your relationships. Just because you're a good person doesn't mean you have to apologize. Never apologize for protecting yourself. Never apologize for having boundaries, because you can't have soft boundaries with people that are ruthless manipulators, ruthless users, ruthless takers, people that just take and they don't care to give you anything back in return. People that wouldn't mind messing your life up, wouldn't mind sabotaging you financially, sabotaging the opportunity that you have, sabotaging your reputation, going on smear campaigns, whatever it is that this person wants to decide to do to ruin you, they wouldn't care. So why would you care to set the boundary to protect yourself from all that in the first place, right? So be unapologetic. Your no means no. You know, your silence don't need to feel bad. Don't feel guilty or be ashamed of not responding to someone who you know hasn't shown up for you, or is just coming around just to get what you have, but you don't hear from them, right? You don't hear from these people unless you have money, or unless they see you have certain things, right? Or if they're the type of person that only comes around when they need something. Don't apologize for setting boundaries with people that, you know, in the past didn't treat you right. And my last part is this: be unapologetic with decisions. Cut people off. There's no point in preserving relationships with people that hurt you in the past. The third point is really stop being so forgiving. I know they say, especially like in More so, I feel like in the religious community, you got to forgive people, forgive people, forgive people, forgive people. Some people don't deserve forgiveness. Um, some people don't deserve forgiveness, and some people don't ask for forgiveness. Some people want you to forgive them, even though they didn't ask for forgiveness, even though they didn't say, I'm so sorry for what I did to you. Please forgive me. Some people never say that. They just want you to allow them back into your life so that they can regain access to you and your resources or your time and energy. Stop being so forgiving. A lot of times when you forgive people, you're just giving them another opportunity to do you dirty again. You're giving them another opportunity to betray you. You're giving them another opportunity to bring you down. Some of these people, they just want to come into your life to bring you down. They don't want anything from you. They want your light. Some of them are energy vampires. They want to pull you down, extract and siphon all your energy so that they can use it to produce a better life for themselves, to build wealth or whatever. Or they're jealous of you, or they're threatened by you. So they want you to let them back in so that they can bring your spirit back down, to put you in doubt, to put you in fear, to lower your confidence, so that you'll become a lesser version of yourself, so that you won't be able to do the things you need to do in your life because your energy and all that is taken from you. If somebody lied to you, if somebody took your money, if somebody intentionally damaged you, intentionally hurt you, said something really foul to you, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if somebody really violated you and really hurt you, you don't have to forgive them. Now, I'm not saying hold on to it. I'm not saying hold a grudge, be bitter, be angry. I'm saying you never have to talk to that person again. You don't need to connect with that person, right? You don't have to atone anything. Some people don't deserve forgiveness. And if you let them back in, they'll do you even worse. They'll hurt you even more. They'll take more from you. And they'll ruin your life even more after you did the work to build yourself back up after what they did. There's nothing wrong with being good. You just have to be strong and even unapologetic, and even more than that, ruthless. Because the people that would try to hurt you, the people that would try to come against you, they have no cares. They really don't care. They have no issue taking advantage of you. They have no issue with kick you down to lift themselves up, because that's what they believe. They have no issue ruining your life so that they can build a better life for themselves, or because they have nothing else going on. Some people are just losers in that way. They don't really want more out of life. They're just mad that your life is better. So you living good and you being in a good position in your life makes them feel insecure about themselves. It makes them feel inadequate. It makes them feel less than. So it clears their conscience. It makes them feel better about themselves to knock you down, to destroy your life, to sabotage you, because now they feel like they're better. Not because they've produced better for themselves, not because they've outcompeted you, right? Not because they're doing anything better for themselves, but just because you're lower than them because they knock you down. Some people have no problems going through that or doing that to somebody. So be unapologetic. And a lot of times you have to be just as ruthless as the world around you, because nobody cares. They'll destroy your life with no problem. So in order to protect yourself, you have to be a badass yourself. You have to be a warrior. There's nothing wrong with being good, but you have to protect that goodness with strength. Because the world is a cold, fucked up, and ruthless place. It is evil. And it seems like it's getting more and more evil as the day goes by, right? But you have to protect yourself from all that with strength, with boundaries, with no, and with being ruthless yourself. But you're not being ruthless to hurt people. You're being ruthless. You're being unapologetic to protect yourself and your family and those around you. It's nothing wrong with being good, but just be a warrior, right? So I hope this video added value to you. Let me know what you think. Hit the like button and subscribe. Peace.